Welcome back to the Fantasy Football Formula. This is going to be our Super Bowl exotic props and long shots episode where it was a bonus episode. We thought, it's the Super Bowl. Why not just come on and have a little fun? These are not bets that we're saying go out there and like blow the bankroll. These are like just fun ones that we thought, maybe provided some value or just, it really is just a show for fun. So we're going to go through some of our favorites. Both like I said, exotic and long shot bets. So they're Super Bowl, you get some just wild.
Should we start with like the classic Super Bowl prop and pick sides on the coin toss?
Oh my God. Okay,
I think we should start it with that one.
We can do that.
So in the Super Bowl, tails has come up 29 times, heads has come up 27.
Did you know, this is a fun stat, between 2000, what was it? It was in the early 2000s, I believe. There was a 9-year stretch where the coin, because the Super Bowl coin is made specifically for the Super Bowl, there was a stretch there where, unlike a quarter or a penny or something where it's evenly weighted, it was weighted on the head side way more. And bettors, I think, caught on to this, but the head side was heavier, so tails was the smarter pick, and it came up, I believe, 8 out of the 9 years straight.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
It's like, it's a smart thing. Like if you look at the coin and you see one side has a bunch more gold or metal on it, it was a smart bet. But I think they've now adjusted. I looked at the coin this year and it looks pretty even on both sides.
You got the intel on the coin?
Well, they have like a replica that you can already buy like online, and both sides look very. This is the stupid stuff that we're doing here. We're looking at replicas.
We should have bought a replica coin and flipped it 10 times.
Should have.
And then bet on that side that won. All right, but where are we going with this? Corey, who you got? Heads or tails?
I'm going to take heads.
Heads?
I'm always a heads guy. Give me head.
Tails never fails.
Okay. Corey, why the look?
There's ways that you could phrase that a little bit differently that wouldn't have been like making me make that face. But hey, hey, you know what you like. Don't change that. You like what you like.
Give me head. So, all
right, on to let's go Gatorade, another classic.
Yeah. So this is another one. Well, I'll let you guys go first on the Gatorade color. But who just turned the light off?
You disappeared right when you said that too. Oh, that's funny as hell. All right, Gatorade. So I gotta pull it up. What's the favorite right now?
Probably blue.
Orange is even money. Blue is plus 500. Then you have like lime green and yellow, which is plus 210. Red plus 600. Purple plus 800. Clear water is plus 1200.
You mean purple plus 800? Why not? Why not a little grape freeze or something? Little G2 light purple action.
Okay, Corey.
I'm just gonna stick with the orange. I like the orange. I think that's most. I think that's the flavor that's most liked between athletes.
So, wait, what color did you say?
Orange.
Orange. I just don't think you can take the favorite in the Gatorade color. Like that just seems just.
All right, it's plus money.
I think it's even money now.
Is it even money?
Yeah.
Well, I like winning money, so I'll be taking orange.
Okay, so. My buddy actually wrote an article, like one of his picks, and according to a Gatorade executive in an interview with The Athletic, the Gatorade used in the winning bath is not only selected by Gatorade itself, but it is also intentionally randomized. So based off of an educated bet, blue has been the winning color in 3 of the last 4 years and 4 of the last 8. Because the growing popularity of the blue Gatorade in the U.S. is confirmed by Gatorade itself. And you also have 2 outs because Cool Blue is blue and Glacier Freeze is also blue. So then there's punch, lemon, lime, and orange. So you get
freeze.
You get 2 outs with the blue color. So that one is interesting to me, but I think because it's intentionally randomized and there is a clear Gatorade, I think at plus 1200, I'm just going to take the long shot. I like clear or water at plus 1200.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So kind of pivoting very similarly to a Gatorade bath, you can bet, I believe it's at MGM. I'm not sure where else you could find it, but you can bet if the Chiefs win, will Andy Reid be doused in barbecue sauce after the game?
Wait. Who be doused?
Andy Reid. So like instead of a Gatorade bath,
what are the odds on that?
So yes is plus 1,600. No is minus 15,000.
Dude, and you're saying, are you saying to take yes, or do you think
no, of course not. No, I just thought it was a hilarious. Like the fact that you can bet on Andy Reid getting a barbecue bath instead of the Gatorade bath is hysterical.
Wait, hang on. They should have a bet where if they win, he gets a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Remember they gifted him a cheeseburger for like they wrapped up in like a shoebox?
Yeah. They were like, here's a fresh pair of Jordans. He opened it up the cheeseburger. That was awesome.
There has to be value on minus 15,000. Like there has to be. Like barbecue sauce is not getting poured on Andy Reid. Like that's not happening. Like you bet $1,500 to win $100. Like, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 15 grand to win $1,000.
Yeah.
I just think there's
if you can throw a big enough roll at it, there's probably very good odds at winning that. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one that was interesting. It's who will the Super Bowl MVP mention first in his speech?
Yep.
And I don't think it matters who wins, whether it's Mahomes, Hurts. I think there's value in. So teammates is minus 145. I don't think that's smart. God is plus 135. I don't think there's a whole lot of value in that. So then you have City at plus 1,000 and family or family members at 1,400. I think family or family members at 1,400 is actually like pretty solid.
I think getting God at plus money is a pretty good bet too. Like I feel like that's a very big like.
But one,
first and foremost, like you hear like first and foremost, thank you to like my Lord Savior.
Yeah,
like teammates.
I think you're parlaying two things with God saying first is one, they're religious, and two, they actually are religious and say it first in a speech. I just think that's, I don't know.
Here's a good angle. Go back and watch Mahomes's
for other two or his other one.
Yeah, the one that he won. Go back and watch his acceptance speech and see what he says first.
Or do that and maybe watch his MVP. Did he accept? Like, did he give a speech after he won MVP?
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go back and like listen to that, and maybe if Hurts in the national champion, just look and see what they've said. But I think family or family.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. You guys keep going.
Okay, Corey, you do another one.
Not like crazy stuff in the sense of like national anthem. But okay, should we mention national anthem or? I mean,
if you have done my research. I don't have a take on it, but I did see it's at what 205.
Yeah. So
do you have a take?
I'd take under because people usually sing faster or perform a little bit faster, especially on that stage. You know, I feel like the under is a good play. Though, what's also a concerning for that though is if they hold the last note because it's when the last note finishes.
Do you even know who it is?
It's not
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I've listened to him sometimes. Like he doesn't seem like he draws notes out, but he also doesn't seem like he's like super.
But it's a national anthem. Is he playing the guitar while he's doing it?
I would assume so.
See, when you're playing the guitar and you're singing at the same time,
he might pull away for a solo, like
really
lengthen it out a little bit, like really whammy.
Yeah,
couple of notes.
Yeah, so maybe the over. Actually, no, I'm leaning. I'm going to take the over.
I like the over.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Okay, I'm going to preface this. If he's playing the guitar while singing, I like the over. If he's not, I'm taking the under. But he's a country singer, so like, I feel like he's going to be playing the guitar.
I think he will be too.
I actually tried to look up to see if he's ever sung a national anthem at a sport. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah. So Mahomes' acceptance speech for MVP when he won 3 years ago or whatever it was. First thing is Terry Bradshaw asks him where he's going. So he says, I'm going to Disneyland, which I don't think you can really bet on that particular one. But then after it's teammates. So like but it's because Terry's asking like leading questions. He's like, so like the first half was going kind of tough. Like, how did you guys stick it out? And then so he answers, he's like, yeah, the defense was playing really good, but the guys around me, like, got it to Travis, got it to, Tyreek, stuff like that. So, so I don't know if
because they don't just give him an open mic. They lead them into questions.
Right.
And they're gonna open up with like, how'd you guys like feel like going into halftime? Like you're down 7.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always gonna probably take in a market where you just have no idea. Like I'm just gonna take more of the long shots, but like, will any player be ejected for throwing a punch or fighting? Yes is plus 725. No is minus 1800. If you can lay that amount of juice, like someone's not getting ejected for throwing a punch in the Super Bowl. It's not happening.
No,
like,
it will not.
I think that you could just, if you have $1,800, like I think there's $100 to be won there. Again, I don't know what some of the limits. Sometimes they like limit you like $500 or these props are limited.
I've got another fun one. Number of beers sold. The over under is set at 120,000.
Okay, so how many people are in the stadium?
Yeah, so
it's like 65.
67,000, I think. You gotta think that
2 beers per person.
Eagles fans, come on, they're gonna have like 10 each.
So State Farm Stadium holds 63,000.
63,000.
Yeah.
So it's like 3.5 each.
So like half the fans are gonna be Eagles.
It's like
31.
2.
Yeah.
Like Eagles fans alone could hit that number.
I don't doubt that. Casey, I think, probably parties pretty hard too.
Yeah.
So I would lean the over there. The under is minus 150 when I found it, but I think the over is the play there.
Yeah, I like the over. That's a good one.
Here's one that I actually think I actually like the bet. And it's not super exotic, but it's in here. It's result of the first coach's challenge. I think this should be better. Like it's play stands is even, play overturned is minus 130. I think most of the time, like if a coach is going to challenge in this spot, I think it's getting overturned. Like I don't think they're challenging and it's going to stand. So I think there's a little value in doing overturned at minus 130. What do you guys think about that one?
They're not overturning like any calls right now. They haven't been all year.
I also feel like,
but I think if they're going to choose to challenge, it's going to be something they're going to overturn.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good one. What were the odds on it again?
It's even for if it stands, it's minus 130 for it to be overturned. And I think if Sirianni or Reed is challenging, it's getting overturned.
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I also feel like they're getting such quick feedback and like the most precise the refs in this game that like they'll do one of those like 15-second huddles on something that's like a 50-50 ball or something, get the call from New York. Like for all of the like the refs have been terrible talk throughout the playoffs and especially in the championship round. I feel like on the biggest stage, they're not going to want to mess that up. Like they're going to rely, I think, heavily on New York to give them the calls on like 50-50 stuff.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. I don't think whether the first challenges, I think they lose. and I think it's gonna be on like a spot because it's gonna be close to like a first down marker, and they're gonna want to be like, oh no, because I feel like that's the biggest
loses in. It's called a first down and gets overturned, or loses in. It's called short and turns into a first.
They're gonna lose it because they think it's a first, but he's short of the line to gain.
Gotcha. Okay,
that's my prediction there.
I have a funny one. How many TikToks will Jackson Mahomes post during the Super Bowl?
Oh my God. Where can you bet that?
I think it's on. Hang on. Shoot, I just lost my page now. I think it's on like BetMGM.
Probably Bovada. I
think it's like Bovada.
Overseas.
Yeah.
Still illegal stuff.
over 1.5 is plus 145, and under 1.5 is minus 190. And I think the under is pretty much a lock.
Yeah, he's not going to post during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's going to wait. I think even like it just seemed like all year this year too, he's barely posted.
He should also be.
Feel like.
I'll leave it at that. You can just.
Yeah, I feel like he got. I feel like he got
a talking to
for sure a couple of years back.
And he might be like, all right, if we win the Super Bowl, you can post one, but like don't do anything.
If they win, it'll probably be a bunch.
Speaking of Bovada, do they have some crazy ones right here? I'm gonna run through these really quick because you guys may have saw these as well. But which chip company will commercial air first? You have Doritos minus 130 or Pringles plus 100. I think it's easy there, Doritos. Doritos pay so much money. And like, I don't think I've ever seen a Pringles commercial like on the Super Bowl. Like Doritos is always like one of the first ones.
You know what though? I did see Barstool did like a mini golf thing.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And one of the holes was a Pringles hole. Like Pringles sponsored and like decorated. So I wonder if Pringles is doing a push.
Maybe they are. Are Pringles big in Arizona?
What? What are you talking about?
Hang on, let me Google that really quick.
Wait. No. I'm saying where is Pringles headquarters?
What does that have to do with the commercial?
What do you mean?
It's the Super Bowl is aired across like the country, across the world. Why does it matter?
Maybe the home state, but they're from Battle Creek, Michigan, which is very odd. Okay, so next one. Which snack company commercial will air first? M&M's, and then this is Doritos against M&M's. M&M's minus 150, Doritos plus 150.
I feel like the commercial stuff they know because that's like programmed in prior to.
But I don't think they have like access to the programs. Do you?
Someone's got to put it together.
Well, yeah, someone's got to put it together, but I don't know if that's public knowledge.
Right.
If it was public knowledge, this stuff wouldn't even be available in the books.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But someone knows.
Yeah,
someone has the documents.
Someone does. And then the last one, which beer brand commercial will air first? Budweiser or Heineken? Both at minus 115.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take
Budweiser's got you gotta take that.
Yeah. The Clydesdales are coming out early.
Yeah.
No, supposedly the commercial is to break. I don't want to click on it because I don't want to be ruined the commercials for myself. But in the commercial picture, it's a cat in front of a bunch of goats.
Okay.
So interesting.
But how many times will the Kelsey brothers playing each other be mentioned? Over 1.5 or under 1.5? Over is minus 320, and I think that I would still take the over.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
This one's stupid. Will Tom Cruise parachute into the stadium, hand deliver game ball to referees? Yes is plus 2,500. No is minus 15,000. Again, if you have $15,000, you can make a free 1,000, or you can.
Can you imagine though?
50, yeah, you bet that prop, and all of a sudden the game starts.
He comes in on a Top Gun fighter jet.
You do.
Parachutes out, hits the eject button, parachutes down.
You'd be so pissed if you had that prop, and you bet.
That'd be hilarious.
Okay, and then I'm going to move us into like the actual game.
Yeah.
Because those are like they're fun to talk about, but like, I mean, how much you? Yeah.
Actual in-game ones.
So this one's interesting. Jerick McKinnon to have 2+ receiving touchdowns is plus 3,800 on FanDuel.
Don't mind it, but
I don't mind it.
I mean, that's not.
He's shown he can have those types of games.
Yeah, and they do weird shit around the goal line.
Yeah.
Here's
a similar one that I like on the Chiefs side. So it's first drive player to catch a pass. Sky Moore plus 1,100. I like quite a bit. You got 7 targets against the Bengals last game. Obviously only caught 3 of them, but 1 was on the first drive. So you could see them running like Tony at plus 333, I think is some decent value, but I like the plus 1,100 on a Sky Moore screen or something early. So it's the entire first drive.
Caught that last week.
Was that?
I think Tony might have had the first reception last week.
I don't know, but Sky Moore did catch one on the first drive. The whole first drive just a catch on the first opening drive.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I like 2 players on this same exact prop because I think so it's player with the longest reception in the game. And Justin Watson is plus 2,000 and Quez Watkins is plus 2,800. So I think sprinkling on each of those guys, because like that's exactly what those guys do. They catch like the long balls. So I think you get quite a bit of value at taking. I mean, yeah, it's most likely going to be, probably AJ Brown or Devonta Smith. Because but I feel like especially on the Chiefs side, they don't really have like this like alpha receiver, and Kelsey doesn't like catch those like long ones. I think there's plenty of value in Justin Watson and Quez Watkins to have the longest reception.
Yeah, I like
what are both of their odds again?
So Justin Watson's plus 2,000 and Quez is plus 2,800. Like, in the whole game to have the longest reception, like you could have like a 35-yard reception or and be the winner.
I like that.
Yeah. I have one if you guys are still looking.
I have one. The Eagles to record 7+ sacks is plus 3,400. Obviously,
that's so many.
I know it's so many, but with the only reason I'm mentioning it is because I don't think Mahomes is 100% healthy, and if he's very good at getting rid of the ball pretty quickly, and especially if he's under pressure. But it's just a little sprinky there, especially with the Eagles led the NFL with the most sacks this year. I mean, it's not a terrible bet. Actually, you know what? The Chiefs had a lower number, or the lower odds in the same category. They were plus 2,400. And I think the only reason for that is because of how much Jalen Hurts likes to scramble. And, obviously being tackled behind the line of scrimmage is a recorded sack. But I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, really? The Chiefs have better odds than the Eagles? So I was a little surprised about that.
Okay. Alex, do you have another one?
Yeah. It's even money, so it's not quite a long shot, but it's a kicker prop. So I figure that kind of plays in. But Jake Elliott's over under total points is set at 7.5. I like the under quite a bit.
You like the under?
I do. Yeah. For main reason is red zone 4th down attempts from the Eagles. And I think they know that they can't beat the Chiefs kicking field goals. So I don't expect him to have more than maybe 1 field goal. And then that leaves 3 more scores, 3 extra points. I don't know.
I mean, there's also juice on his under for field goals made. Like his field goal prop is 1.5 and the under is minus 135.
Yeah. So something.
If he hits 2, you're probably drawing dead, but
right, for sure. But Yeah, I figured that was kind of off the wall. The kicker prop.
I like Jody Fortson 2+ touchdowns plus 13,000. Love it. I mean, Jody Fortson Phil, I didn't mention this on the betting show when we were or DFS when we were talking about Fortson. The Eagles, when they play against 2 tight end sets, they're one of the worst in the league. And I'm pretty sure Andy Reid, I mean, if I know something like that, I'm sure Andy Reid does, and the Chiefs have done their research. And the tight end position is obviously where the Eagles are the weakest anyway. So that's why 2 tight end sets have worked very well against them. And when they get into the red zone, I'm telling you, there's going to be plenty of these 2 tight end packages with Noah Gray, Fortson, and Kelsey.
How mad are you going to be when Noah Gray scores 2 touchdowns?
I mean, I'm going to have. I have definitely way more Fortson, but I have Noah Gray too. Like I'm playing Noah Gray lineups and DFS and stuff. But Jody Fortson catching 2 plus 13,000. I like it.
Okay. I don't mind it. Next one is kind of, I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's Pacheco, Sanders, Kelsey, Brown, just combined for 6 touchdowns.
Pacheco, Sanders, Kelsey, Brown.
Yeah.
So you get RB ones and receiver ones.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
At plus 2,500.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are the odds on this?
Yeah. So it's plus 2,500. So I'm thinking to myself that AJ Brown does score 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
In the game. I think Kelsey, I would assume Kelsey gets 1. So it's 3.
Yeah.
And then if Miles Sanders can somehow, I don't know, that's a lot of scoring, to be honest. But I like the names on there because if the Chiefs are running the ball in, it's going to be Pacheco. I feel like I don't think it's going to be McKinnon. If it was McKinnon instead of Pacheco, I'd like it a little bit more, but I don't mind it.
So I actually really like this one. Kenneth Gainwell under his longest rush to be under 8.5 yards. It's plus money at plus 105. His rushing prop is like 19 and a half.
Yeah.
19, like, and his rush attempts is like, I think his line is like 4.5. I mean, that means they're assuming each rush is like an average of like 5 yards. Like 8.5, I just don't see Kenneth Gainwell. I think there's plenty of value. I don't think he's utilized much in this game at all. I think it's more of Miles Sanders.
No, I think it's Miles Sanders and Boston Scott.
Like 8.5, I think that's a really good, like, he could easily get like 3 rushing attempts in this game. And I mean, plus money too.
Yeah, I like his under
8.5 longest rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all the other running backs are like Sanders, like 14.5, Pacheco's 13.5. Those are still some long runs, but it's harder to bet them because they run a little more.
All right. I got one. Both Chris Jones and Hassan Reddick to record 2+ sacks. Plus 3,000.
That's a good one.
I like a little sprinkle.
Pretty
on
solid.
that one.
Yeah. I really do that. That's a good.
At plus 3,000, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I like Jalen Hurts' overpassing attempts. I feel like we're not getting into as many of these. We're going more towards. We need to go back to like better long shots. I'm going to like normal bets.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, all right. I got a super long shot, same game parlay. 8 selections here.
Ooh, 8.
Yes.
All right. Let's hear it.
Okay. AJ Brown, anytime touchdown score. Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown score. Jarrett McKinnon, anytime touchdown score. Travis Kelsey, anytime touchdown score. Mahomes over 294 passing yards. Kenneth Gainwell under 19.5 rushing yards. AJ Brown is alternate receiving at 70, over 70. and our boy Jody Fortson touchdown. Those 8 selections plus 47,478.
What is it, like
25 to win 11K.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I lost track after like the first 2 or 3.
I know. It's a lot of selections. But yeah. I mean, I took the 2 most popular from the Eagles. Travis Kelce, most popular. Jerick McKinnon's he's in between, and then Jody Fortson, our boy. His odds went down from, after us talking about him, from plus 1,400 just anytime touchdown score to plus 900.
Oh, he's at 900 now?
Yeah, he's at 900. We moved the needle.
Yeah, I mean, who else talking about Jody Fortson?
We are sharps.
Having people bet. I mean, I'm sure not barely anyone's betting Fortson. So like anytime they're getting money on that dude, they're like, all right, we got to move this line. People are onto him.
Whale plays only.
Yeah. Whale plays only.
The other thing, the last little one I got is on FanDuel. I'm banking they have it on DraftKings as well. But you can get odds on every single Super Bowl square. So you can pick whatever numbers you want on both sides, and you get varying odds based on that. They're all like plus 1,200 or 1,500 or greater.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
first, the last one I had, it was Rihanna's first song. Let me show you the odds on this.
I'm going Umbrella.
So actually, that one, halftime props.
I think that's the only one I know, to be honest.
Okay, so as of, I believe this is updated too. Yeah, so this is, here we go. So Please Don't Stop the Music is now the favorite at plus 150. It's been bet up. It was actually like third down the line. Stay at plus 300. There's no way she opens with that song. That is a slow song. No clue why it's second. Run This Town is plus 400.
Oh, I like Run This Town.
I like that one. That one is decent. Diamonds was the favorite. Never knew why, but it's down to plus 800.
I got that way down.
This Is What You Came For plus 900. Umbrella plus 1,300. Decent value in that one, but it's like, does she save that one? Because that's the one everyone knows her by, but it's also probably some value on being the opener.
It was just the first one I thought of for sure.
But... Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's her number. It's got to be her number one song. And then We Found Love plus 1,400. I don't think she opens with that. Disturbia 1,500. Don't think so. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be Don't Stop the Music. It just seems like the perfect song to open with. But I do think Run This Town because of the name, and then Umbrella. Like those three is where I put my money.
It's not a bad one. I like Run This Town plus 400.
Yeah. We gonna run this town tonight.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
Is Rihanna on the podcast, dude?
Last one, then we'll get out of here. Correct score, that 37-34 on FanDuel. Eagles 37, Chiefs 34 is at plus 20,000. Just for fun facts, forever follow. If you're on social media, you've seen it already. But
go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. My final correct score is, I think it's going to be Eagles 31, Chiefs 28. That's plus 11,000. Very common numbers.
Seems like a reasonable score.
Yeah, common numbers and very, 25 to win 2,750.
The internet is going to lose its fucking mind if 37-34 Eagles is the final.
I feel they can't just let it happen.
I know. It almost can't happen.
No.
If it is scripted, it almost can't happen now. It's like, that's too obvious.
I mean, anyone with fucking word and paint shop can create what they create.
for sure, of course. But if it happened,
yeah, it would be crazy. Almost crazy as that guy projecting all the Super Bowl winners since 2014. Like PB sent to us, like PB looked nothing into it. He just saw it. He's like, send it. I'm like, dude, PB, that
one?
guy, the one where you sent the guy who predicted like the last like 15 correct Super Bowl winners and then future winners.
Yeah. Yep.
That was funny. Like the tweet was from like 2014 and his account wasn't created until like 2016.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
this was fun.
Yeah, that was just a fun episode. But that will be finally our last episode of the year. We'll be back for some draft stuff. Before, when is it, April?
Yeah.
And just kind of doing a recap of this season, some of our takes just doing a recap. So thank you for watching. Good luck on Sunday with all your bets and lineups. And we'll see you next episode.
Chiefs Kingdom.